How's this for a change of scenery? Now, before I left for vacation, I told you guys that I had a surprise for you. I had just reached 500,000 followers, and everyone and their mother told me it's a big deal, and that I should do some big video to celebrate. And I feel like you guys kind of know me by now, and I'm not the type. What am I gonna do, get balloons? I didn't join TikTok to be a content creator. I didn't make a video to be a content creator. I literally one day made a funny video about politics. It went viral, and the rest is history. I genuinely don't have any ulterior motives for doing what I do, despite people on the right thinking I'm a DNC plant. It actually turned out to be a great outlet to get my frustrations out, and really saved my family and friends from me talking their ears off about politics all the time. But I really genuinely did want to show my appreciation, because my time on this app has been a positive experience rather than a negative experience. I've been introduced to a lot of wonderful creators on this app who are wonderful people. And even the people that follow me from the beginning, that I can see their love and support and appreciation through their comments. Like, you have no idea how much it means to me. And I don't mind the negativity either, to be honest with you. If you haven't noticed, I have a pretty good sense of humor. So I wanted to celebrate 500,000 followers with you guys, the only way I know how to celebrate and show my appreciation. The Greek way. Don't be dirty. With food. So a really long time ago, I had made a video responding to someone's shitty comment, and I was eating as I was responding to the comment, because the girl's gotta eat, right? And I don't think anyone gave two flying F's about what I said in the video, because all the comments were asking me for the recipe. So I figured that's what I'd share with you all today. Now, the Greek dish I'll be making for you all today is called Makaronia με Kima. And it is my grandmother's recipe, and she obviously taught my mother, and they both taught me. And because it's an old school recipe, there are no measurements. So I'm really gonna do my best to tell you guys ballpark of what to do. And hopefully it comes out as good for you as it does for me. I also want to preface this with any Greek people who might be watching this video. It may not be like your yaya's recipe, but this is my yaya's recipe. And I'm also not a food influencer on TikTok, so you gotta excuse me. I'm gonna do my best. And before I get into it, can we talk about my apron? My Bernie Sanders apron. It says "Get Burned." It was one of the best gifts I ever received. All right, let me embarrass myself now. So I've prepped beforehand so this video isn't 20 minutes long. You're gonna need a chopped medium onion. Now, normal people usually use about 3 cloves of garlic, but I'm not a normal person and I love garlic. So I use 7 to 8 cloves and chop them up real tiny. Then garlic granules, because more garlic, oregano, pepper, salt, bay leaves, and in here there's about 3/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon, about a half a teaspoon of sugar, and a pinch of cloves. And there must have been a crushed tomato shortage of the brand I usually use, because I went to 2 separate supermarkets and they didn't have any. And I usually use crushed tomatoes, but all they had was tomato puree. I tried. It's just gonna come out more saucy. And then a pound of ground beef. Let's get started. Now this is gonna be the hard part for me. So you're gonna take some oil, you're gonna put it in your pan, about that much. I don't know how much that is. And once it gets hot, you're gonna throw in your onions. And you're gonna cook them on medium heat until they're translucent. You don't want them to burn. Then you're gonna take your cloves of garlic and throw that right in there and mix it all up. Garlic cooks pretty fast, so about 30 seconds. Then you're gonna add your ground beef and like mix it in with everything and chop it up so it's not in big chunks or pieces. And you kind of just saute that until it's not thoroughly cooked, because you don't want to like overcook the meat, but like I would say medium rare. Then turn your heat to low when it looks like this, and you're going to want to drain your meat because it'll just make the sauce oily. So I would do that. A lot of people skip that step because they think the flavor is there, but I just think it makes the sauce greasy. So use your own judgment. Add a little bit of salt to taste. And I'm going to put more salt when I put the sauce. This is all while still having your heat on low. You're going to add your tomato puree or your crushed tomatoes. Now when you use tomato puree, you're going to fill up the can with water and then add it in there as well, because she's thick. There we go. And you're going to mix that up. And since we're using puree, we're going to bring this baby to a boil. Makaronia Kima traditionally is never meant to be this saucy, and it won't be this saucy when you use crushed tomatoes. But it's a great substitute if you're like in the mood for a saucy pasta. Now once you put your heat on high, you're going to add the rest of your ingredients. The cinnamon, sugar, and cloves. More salt. Pepper, and I need 2 hands to do this, so do it to taste. Oregano. Ooh, she bubbling. Once it starts bubbling like it did, you can reduce your heat to about a medium. Add your garlic, because more garlic. I love garlic. My grandmother didn't have this in her original recipe, but I love garlic powder, so. Bring the bad boy down to a simmer and add a couple of bay leaves. And then cover this bad boy and let it simmer for like 20 minutes. Now I'm not going to show this part because this video has obviously gone on long enough, but you can make your favorite pasta with it. I prefer spaghetti. Don't forget to salt your water when you make your pasta. When you make Mediterranean food, the water should be as salty as the sea. And this is what she would look like. Again, much saucier because of the puree, but hey, who doesn't love sauce? Anyone else have childhood trauma from a wooden spoon? She's good. But I think I'm going to stick to politics as far as making content is concerned, because that was stressful. Thank you again to everyone for your love and support, and I hope you enjoy a little piece of me with you at home. Anyways, bye!